Hello, everybody. I'm waiting for few people to come in. If you all, anybody's on, if you all can hear me, give me a thumbs up, hearts. Make sure you tag. I'm waiting for a few more people to come on. Hey, Devin, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in this evening. Thank you for letting me know y'all can hear me. How are y'all doing this evening? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm not going to take up too much time. And I'm going to introduce my first guest for our business and authors edition of Chatting with Chunn. Our first guest is going to be Geniese Simpson, the owner of Simpson Academy of Cosmetology. And this person is special to my heart because she is my little sister. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on.
Hello.
And
Can
let
you
her
guys see me? You hear
introduce
me?
herself. Welcome.
How
Thank
do I look?
you. Look cute.
Can you guys see the logo? Hi.
So, first of all, I want to thank you for this opportunity to be my guest today, my special guest today, my first guest on my live stream, Chatting with Chunn, business
Hello.
owner and authors edition. So, today I'm just going to let you introduce yourself. I have a few questions for you.
Mhm.
So I did just tell them your name, and then I told them you were the owner of Simpson Academy of Cosmetology. So I'm not going to talk much. I am going to let you give a full introduction of yourself, your business, your location, your hours of operation, and the services that you offer.
Okay, so thank you for having me. Miss Chun, I love saying it to you. First of all, can you guys hear me very clearly? Can I get a thumbs up, Tanisha? Okay. Um, so I am Janice Simpson. I am the owner of Simpson Academy of Cosmetology. And I am located in Jacksonville, Arkansas. So I own a cosmetology school, and the programs that we have available is cosmetology, manicuring, aesthetics, and instructor. So if you or anyone that you know is interested in the beauty industry, I am the person that you need to contact so you can receive your license. I guess I want to say I'm excited about that, but I think I'm more excited to be on here with you. We've been talking about this for years.
Yes.
Um, and I think we have so many shows coming up, and I'm excited to see them, but I'm also excited to be behind the scenes. So, with me saying that, I am a behind the scenes type of person. So, Tanisha is bringing me out of my comfort zone, going live. I am um, so shy, but I'm not shy. So, I'm shy when it comes to socializing, but your girl for when it comes to networking and business. Is that kind of how I can put that?
Yes.
Okay, so
I will agree.
Okay, so Tanisha has a lot of questions And I'm sure she knows the answer to them because she is my behind the scenes person. So I guess we are there for each other. So I'm very excited and I'm very happy. She is inspiring me to continue to go on and do my live and my all my goals and my visions that I have for us in the beauty industry. So I am coming out of my shell just a little bit. So we'll see. Maybe the more I help her, the more you guys will see me on my end on the beauty industry side. Um, so like Tanisha said, this is a business and author podcast, and I guess that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Not only are we going to talk about the podcast, but I just want to say congratulations to you. Thank you for having me. And
Thank
before we
you.
get started, I do want to go over the list of things that you have for me, but also I have a couple of little things that I do want to go in, maybe to market your brand and your business as well, because I am the one that's behind the scenes on that. So we'll get to that later. However, do you want to ask me the questions or do you want me to read them and then answer them? What are we going to do?
I'm going to ask you the questions and
Great.
then you just answer them. Okay. So,
Awesome.
you did kind of give an introduction of yourself, your business, and we'll get a little bit more into detail um, of your business as well. So, the first thing that I do want to ask you, because being in the beauty and fashion industry, that industry, first of all, I'm gonna say it's not for everybody. And I have a disclaimer on that because I was a student in your esthetician program. So I will say it's work. But what inspired you to to first of all become active in the beauty and fashion industry, and then also for you to start your business? Because the cosmetology school is not where you started. So give a little
No.
background
Okay.
on that.
So go all the way back. So I guess this is fun and it's personal because you know it started with you and Jaleesa,
Yes.
honestly. So I believe that when we were little, we went to the beauty salon and we used to always get braids. And I
Mhm.
remember we would be there all day. And if you guys really, really know me, I have a 2 hour minimum from everywhere that I go. Like I'm ready to go. It's time. Let's go. So that is how I felt about being in the salon all the time. And it was three of us
Mhm.
um, that went that day. So I remember we all got individual braids, which is what we call like the box braids now. And
Yeah.
we were there from the morning all the way to to maybe when they kicked us out.
Yeah.
Um, it was uncomfortable. We were hungry. It was a lot going on. And I remember this like the back of my head. Someone was not watching their child, and maybe this is where my rule came from. The little girl came and pulled my pretty braids, and all I remember was my head just kind of going over like this, and they were fresh braids and they were hurting. So I said to myself, I'm going to learn how to do my own hair so mama would never send me back to the salon. So I was, and I'm not sure if I ever told that story, but that is what inspired me to start doing my own hair. So here
Yeah.
I go. I remember she was ready to take us again, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do my hair, and maybe if I do good, you can let me do that hair too. So honestly, that's how we started. I practiced. I started braiding my own hair. And I started braiding Tanisha and Jaleesa hair. And from there, our friends and family would see our hair and they would ask my mom, can she do my hair? So
Mhm.
this goes all the way back to me being maybe 11 and 12 for
Yeah.
me started braiding hair. So fast forward, I was one of the ones that mom and Tanisha pushed me to go to college. They was like, you don't have any kids, you don't have anything to do, go to college. And I'm like, I really want to do hair. But honestly, being honest, when someone say they want to do hair, nails, and skin, it is one of those businesses or one of those things that most people consider to be a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I just didn't see any other 14, 15, and 16-year olds making $350 every weekend
Never.
braiding hair. So it was a hobby to everyone else, but to me, I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go to college. College will be my plan A, but while I'm in college, let me still make my money on the side, doing my plan B, which was doing hair. So I would say 3 years in, I was just so unhappy, and I was in Jonesboro, and I remember telling God, I said, God, I'm still doing hair. I don't know what you want me to do with this marketing and journalism degree that I'm here to receive. But, really show me where I'm supposed to be. What do you have for me? And y'all, I dropped out of college my third semester with, I believe, a 3.2.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to come home and let my mom and my dad know that I have wasted 3 years of our life, all of their money, and all this federal funding. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back to that story later on because that is where we are today. But um that was one of my biggest fears, dropping out of college and enrolling into beauty school because it was considered a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So, they were very disappointed.
Yes.
And I got home after 3 years and I just promised myself, I said, I have to prove to them and everybody else that I will become successful in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. So fast forward now, I am 16 years later. I have owned salons and barbershops, me and my husband. Um, we have traveled, we have competed in some of the biggest shows. We have done some of Arkansas' first and largest beauty and business expos. So when it comes to business, I believe that our family and our families, we really, really have so many different areas in the business. But I believe my calling is the beauty and fashion industry. And I have been so blessed to not allow myself to, give up. So how I got started and what inspired me is, just I didn't have a choice. I had to go and I had to accomplish this goal because I had dropped out of college. There was nothing else. After you drop out of college, it is a trade school.
Yeah.
What most people consider my hobby ended up being my career. And I can imagine completing college and going to work in the office every single day. Because remember, I have a 2 hour minimum of me just sitting and being still. Okay, so I believe that's
That's
my
right.
inspiration too.
That's right.
So, and you know me, so it's one of those things that I'm sure you can back up everything that I'm saying, the good, the bad, the ugly, the fun, the happy, the everything, because you have been my guinea pig when I was, first in the industry. You have been one of the first clients that I have fired because I am a professional. And I did recommend her to my god sister. So shout out to Jasmine Kent. We love you. Thank you for taking over everyone in the family so that I can chase my dreams and not have to put up with their shenanigans.
Because you're
Okay.
retired. You're retired early. Okay.
I did.
I
I
did.
really did.
I didn't let nobody in. You. I don't think. No, I didn't let nobody in my head but you, Veronica, and Jasmine. And that's because you, my sister, Jasmine, my god sister, and Veronica, my best friend. I did
Mhm.
not let nobody in because I was like, what am I gonna do? My sister and I doing because I was the guinea pig. When I tell
Mhm.
you, I had every hairstyle,
Every
every
color.
color. When I was the guinea pig, I'm like, try this on me, baby. 27
Mhm.
pieces. Hate to see me coming because I
Yeah.
had.
And they hated to see me coming there first until I got them down packed. So, that's the best thing about this industry. So when you ask what inspires me, I just remember my journey and my story, and that is what led me to where I am today in the industry. So, but I can go on and on because it keeps going. So, I
Yes.
guess we get to your next question.
Okay, so thank you for that. Because there I know are a lot of people, and I'm trying to stay out the comments, but Lenitra said, Nitra, she said them
Hey,
black.
Misha.
So, and thank you everybody that's tuning in. I'll get to the comments in a little while because I'm trying to stay on track, because if I get to the comments, then I'm gonna get off track. I know me. So I see y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all. But so thank y'all for joining again. Those that are just coming in, this is the first authors and business owner live stream that Coach Chunn is doing. And my first guest is Geniese Simpson, the owner of Simpson Academy of Cosmetology. And so we're just she's giving us a little brief summary of what she's doing in the community, her businesses, and what inspires her, just giving us a rundown of her life in the beauty and fashion industry. So my next question for you, Miss Simpson, is what are some of the biggest challenges that you face? And I'm asking that coming from you being the owner of Simpson Academy of Cosmetology.
Some of the biggest challenges, I will say funding, I will say the people.
Okay.
And the reason why I say the challenges is because when some people see me on Facebook or marketing, networking, they think that everything is easy and everything has just came to me.
Right.
Again, this has been 10 years of me planning and and really emptying out my bank account. My husband saving and going through the journey with me, which he's a licensed barber. So that is how we got into the barbershops and in the salon ownership as well. So my biggest challenge is sometimes the funding because my dreams is always bigger than what my daily expenses are. And you have to think, being a business owner means that you are taking care of the business,
Mm-hmm.
everyone in the business, and then whatever you have left over, if you can buy, a cup of ice, because that's all be left over.
Yeah.
I went to Summit today and the ice was 50 cents. And if you can buy you a cup of ice, you're doing it, right? But my challenge is also the same thing that keep me going, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So my inspiration, my motivation is the funding because I'm not doing anything for free.
Right.
You guys see how pretty I am, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll get that from you, Tanisha. But we have to keep up, our hair. We have to keep up the maintenance. We have to keep up the business, because you guys do not want to come in a cosmetology school where the owners and the students are not up to par. So
Mm-hmm.
even with my nice shirt, that has my brand and my logo, everything costs.
Yes.
So sometimes our dream and the things that we need to keep the dream going is way more expensive and it moves faster than the money can come in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it is, I'm not going to say a challenge. However, God said that your gifts will make room for you.
Come
So I
on.
got talent and I have the gift, and my gift will and will always make room for me. But to whom much is given, much is
Much
required.
required.
And those are the things that allow me to push through those challenges. So when I say the people, I mean sometimes, I'm not only there teaching hair, skin, and nails. Sometimes I'm teaching life skills. I'm teaching business. I'm teaching how to be a leader and handle, the way that we talk, the way that we move, and the different things that we put out on our platforms or when we out on the clinic floor. So a lot of times, my students or people just see, a young lady that's young. I'm super funny because that would have been another industry that I would have done very well in.
A comedian.
If you guys haven't noticed by now, I am super funny, but also sometimes it's not funny.
Hmm.
Sometimes when my girls they need me to show up, not being Miss Simpson, my challenge is how can I still motivate them when I know how I feel to put your last $10 in your gas tank because that
Right.
was me driving all the way from Jacksonville just to get to Bauxite to go to beauty school
Hmm.
because I couldn't touch the money that I had over here for the bills or the money that I had over here for the salon. So sometimes I'm teaching them how to just keep going. And that is the most challenging because I want to come in, I want to save, I want to give gas money, I want to pay bills if I can. But also, I can't get in God's way either because just like He molded me and created me to be who I am, I can't get in His way and always make their job easy when nobody was there to make it easy for me.
Right.
So I think sometimes that is my biggest challenge, running my business from passion and not sometimes from business. So
Hmm.
I'll say the money, the funding, because it's no grant laying around,
Right.
it's no business startup that's available for us. So, just seeing the money come in and watching it go right back out, I'm like, I couldn't even.
You want to hold on to it for a couple of days.
I just let it sit. So those are sometimes our biggest challenges. But, I think my next question goes into my two biggest challenges. Well, your next question goes into the biggest challenges as well. So I'm ready for the next question.
Okay, well, thank you for answering that. I'm sure it's some people on here listening and wondering and probably have the same type of goals that you have, and so I'm sure that you're being an inspiration to them, and kind of just giving them the game early so they'll know what to look forward to, as well. So, with my next question, what makes your business unique?
For one, because it's me.
I know that's right.
It's me. My business is unique because it's tied to obedience.
That's
Um, the obedience is what keeps me going, not the money, not people coming in and they're getting the service or no, the obedience is what keeps me going. And that is what makes my business unique because I'm not here because of me. Because honestly, I have my license. I have everything. Um, I had all my goals marked out. I did the shows. I opened up the salons and the barbershops, the hair companies. I have the flat iron company and the tool company. So honestly, my business is unique because my obedience is to pour into other people and to allow them to experience this side of entrepreneurship the way that I did because I'm not your average salon owner. I'm not your average school owner. I am not your average business owner. Sometimes I get up and I'm supposed to be teaching hair, skin, and nails, and God may put on my mind when I get to school to talk about life skills, to talk about anxiety, depression, to talk
right.
about how to manage your money, your time. So I think that, like I said, goes a part of being my biggest challenge. And when I say the people, because the people don't see how hard I work or how much I sacrifice or how much it takes for us to keep going in the businesses, not just in the beauty industry, but in the businesses, period. Um, so I believe what makes me unique is because I never stopped. I never gave up. I never, made it about me. It's not just about me because I'm trying to get people to where I am. And the Bible says eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. And one of the things that I take with me every day is that people think that, oh, you got it going on, you got a beauty school.
Right.
or you got this, or you doing that. I'm not even done. So a lot of times when I go into school, I'm going in being obedient to share my testimony and what I'm living through at that moment.
Hmm.
Um, because last year, oh my God, I had every reason to shut the school down, didn't I? Money, we experienced family loss, death after death after death after death.
Yeah.
So I had every reason to allow that to be my cue. But I came in fighting because 9 months after I opened up my business, remember the whole world shut down because of
Yes.
COVID. But
Yes.
I was able to still get on Zoom, and I had maybe 6 girls graduate. So my business is unique because I don't give up. I'm a fighter. On my good days, on my bad days, I'm still, you know, outweighing the bad with the good and remembering the journey. Because again, if it was about money, I would have shut down. If it was about me, I would have shut down. If it was about one individual student, I would have shut down. But honestly, my business is unique because I was called. I had an assignment. God woke me up out of my sleep
I remember. I
and told
remember.
me to open up a school. And I'm like, no, God, in 20 years, because I was just 29 when me and you did that paperwork. And in
Hmm.
my heart and in my head, I'm like, I don't have the money. I only been in the industry for 6 years. Um, I'm super young, and we just started a family. So, um, no, I'm not about to open up a business. So I kind of a school. So I kind of was like, yeah, God, I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be in 20 years because you gotta
Right.
make money for everything. So that's what makes me unique because I just, what they say, jumped off the porch.
Yes, and did.
Mhm.
And did. Really, I'm gonna say this. It's in our blood. I mean, because
Well, and see that was a bone that I think I had to pick a couple of days ago. I was like,
why did you?
y'all, remember the silver spoon and all the generational wealth? Did y'all just so happen to have some laying around? Because this right here,
Yes,
this
because
is hard. Because
we
this is
yeah.
hard, right? But
Listen.
also, what else will I get up and do? And I have to think about that every day.
What
Honestly, you be
what
my sister. What else would I do?
what else would you do? Because I don't see nothing else. I don't see what else you could have done.
None. I was chosen. I was called. I was assigned.
Yes.
Like he did not let me rest until I I I went and got that business license. And I told him, I said, hey, if I'm gonna do this for you, you have to make sure you do some things for me. So you guys make sure that when you ask for things that you're ready for him, but also when God asks you for things, challenge him. Make sure that he provide everything that you need. And that's what makes me unique because I didn't start with some of the things that everybody else get a chance to start a
Right.
cosmetology school with. What makes me unique is because I dropped out of college getting financial aid, but then God had to put me in a place in a position to where I opened up
Yes.
a school, and now I'm receiving what, sister? Financial aid.
Right.
You see how sometimes if we allow the things that we didn't complete to get in the way of the things that we really want to do, I didn't just say, you know what, I messed everything up, my financial aid, I'm messing up my goals, my life, my everything. I needed to go through college. It allowed me to get away from my siblings. It allowed me to get away from my family. And that's where I had to go and grow. So some people don't like growing and being by themselves and doing what's uncomfortable and being in unknown places. And
Hmm.
those 3 years made me. I couldn't pick up the phone and you guys was right there in 30 minutes.
Right.
You know, I just remember it was days that I didn't have nobody but myself.
Hmm.
And then we're not even going to talk about me being in college a statistic. I was not supposed to even go to college
Mhm.
because our dad served 18 years in prison.
Mhm.
So everybody that I went to college with, all my friends, came from a two-parent household. Mom and dad were still together. They had vehicles. They had the money to help them.
Right.
So my mom, she did. My mom and my stepdad, they did. But I don't think that we understood what it meant to live on campus and
Mhm.
what it meant to be away from your family.
Right.
And that was their first time having someone that was away that they still had to provide for.
Mhm. Yep.
When they both had their own business, trucking, and mom had her own nonprofit business,
Mhm.
all with you when Jaleesa was there, and you had just got married and had your baby. So they had so many outside
Right.
resources that they money had to go to, but I wasn't even supposed to be there statistically wise.
Mhm.
And that's why I think us going on here having these live interviews and telling our story because we real quiet and we real low key and laid back. And when people
Humble.
say, yeah, but it ain't even about being humble. I just think sometimes that we don't think that it's other people out here like us
Mhm.
that had a parent in prison or that come from a household with entrepreneurs in it that
Mhm.
had to, figure out where to put the money
Right.
first. You
Right.
know, um, and even just me getting started because daddy, he went to barber school. That
Mhm.
probably was where God had him because he didn't really cut a lick of hair. I don't remember seeing him cut a lick of hair. So he came home with that kit and I stole it. But also, he worked for Bronner Brothers
Mhm.
and sold those products. So I had a history in the beauty industry when it came to
Yeah.
product knowledge, which is something that I pour into my students now.
Mhm.
Going to the fashion shows and the hair shows because
Yes.
we were setting up and just learning those products and just having access to those products. So when people question, now that I look back on it, when people question what makes my business unique, or even if I am in a position to be here because I'm so young and
Yeah.
my background, my answer is yes. I have really sowed seeds in the background for years. I helped run one of the barber schools, worked in the financial aid, did the admissions.
Mhm.
I have been one of the people who has been the first person to actually put on the big beauty and business trade show.
Yeah.
Um, Baby, we can go to China right now, and I guarantee you that I can get you guys at least I can take you guys to 22 manufacturers, whether it's furniture, whether it's flat irons, makeup, electronics. That and I think that people don't know that about us. Like we really geeks. We read, we research, and we just store up information. So that is what makes us unique. But I think us coming on and them hearing our journey, how we
Right.
got started, our challenges, like everything. You
Mhm.
know, I think that is what's going to make people understand that, like, if we can do it,
You can
they
too.
can do it. So
Mhm.
that is what makes us unique. My girls come in there and they can relate to me.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it wasn't a business franchise that I bought. This is what I created because
Yeah.
I've
That's
been
your baby.
I walk through it. So that is what makes my business unique. I didn't purchase a franchise and put my business together. I'm still
Yeah.
growing it and building it. And recently we just got accredited to receive the financial aid. So
Mhm.
we are waiting to get in the Department of Education system now. So, that is what makes me unique where I failed at
Mhm.
when I was losing,
Okay.
when I didn't have the money,
Okay.
and all I had was those dreams. So that is what make my business unique. I'm just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
except for I'm doing it on the
Yeah.
good days, on the bad days when I have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
We like a lot of money. But then when I got to spend, it didn't feel good spending that money to
No.
get financial aid. I'm just like, I just got it.
Yeah.
So, that didn't feel good.
Mm-mm.
So as fast as the money come in, it goes out. So that's what makes me unique with my business.
Well, thank you for that. One thing I did hear you mention was your flat iron line. So this would kind of be a little bit towards the end. So I heard you have a flat iron line. I
Hmm.
want you to kind of give just a little bit detail on that and where they can purchase. Also, give us your website, your location, and then we can put it in the chat also, so that way they can see it. And if they want to book
So,
an appointment or enroll in the school.
okay, perfect. So my flat iron line, I want to create a large tool line called Simpson Beauty. So my first tool that I came out with was a flat iron. Again, because the funding is not all there. And we have to take baby steps. We have to do one thing at a time. So my flat iron is my first tool that we have, and we put it in our students kit. But we also wanted to create something that our clients that is not as knowledgeable when it comes to the hair, and they don't have that talent that we have to get every piece of hair perfect the way that we have. So they can't come every day, all day, right? Every
Right.
time they get ready to go somewhere, we're not accessible like that. So
Mhm.
I wanted to create a really perfect professional tool that was affordable to our customers and our guests. Because for us, when you get the good quality tools that we're using every
Every-
single day, 10 times a day on 10 different clients' head, we have to go and spend that money. We know that we're going to spend $375 plus a good flat iron, a good blow dryer. So
Mhm.
I wanted to put something on the market that was compatible for a stylist, the students, and also the clients. So I wanted to get with my business because I told y'all I could take y'all to China.
Yeah.
Um,
And
so I
can.
got
And can.
so I got with my vendors and we worked really hard for about a year designing everything from the box, from the color to how I wanted them to customize a titanium and ceramic type of flat iron that was not just all metal because we didn't want to burn the hair out. We
Okay.
wanted to put those crystal like titanium and ceramic in those irons so that your clients can still get that professional look without damaging their hair, without spending the $375. So
Mhm.
they are located here at our school, or they can get them online, and they retail for $89.99. Our website is www.simpsonacademyar.com. You can purchase hair on there. You can purchase our flat irons. You can probably even sponsor a student and purchase a book for them. You can take classes with us, and we'll get into that on another live for another day. But you can book your services or book appointments to come in into the school for enrollment. So we have that website available for pretty much any questions, any information that you need. But we are located here in Jacksonville. Our address is 501 North First Street, Suite B. And again, we are in Jacksonville, and I am with Simpson Academy of Cosmetology. And again, we have cosmetology programs that study hair, skin, and nails. And if you don't want to do the full cosmetology program and you only want to do nails, we do have a manicure program where you only do the nails. And then we have an esthetician program where you only will do the skin. So we have so much more. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. I go live every blue moon. But I do I do market and I do promote all the time. I do share the work that our talented students have. And I will just say this. Tanisha decided that she wanted to learn how to do her makeup and that she just wanted something else to put to add to her many diplomas, degrees, and certificates and license. And she told me, she said, "Hey, I have some free time. Although I'm running my business because you guys, she have a home health care as well. I have some free time. I have somebody that sits with my clients. I need to enroll in your school." And
Mhm.
I'm like, "Girl, you can't do a lick of hair, skin, nails, or nothing." But
Can't do
now
no hair.
when I say Tanisha came in and she ate the esthetician program up, it was funny at first. It was rocky.
I have to find that picture.
Oh, but when I say that is what I'm there for, I'm here. I'm there to lead to God. And if Tanisha could do makeup,
Uh-huh. Y'all see?
waxing, and if she can do a little bit of just a tiny bit of hair, y'all, I can pull anybody through my program
Yes.
and
Oh,
turn them.
mom said that you have the instructors program too.
I do have the instructors program, but you have to be very special to come and enter into my program because I love my students and I am very careful on who I bring to lead them and mentor them. So
Mhm.
I do have an instructors program and you have to be recommended to enter into that program. Hi, Mom.
Hi,
Oh,
Jaleesa.
hey, Jaleesa. Mama, I didn't tell the best part. Remember how you were so mad at me that I dropped out of college? And I just wanted to ask, like, who do you work with again?
Clock
What the
that.
kids say?
Who employed you?
Who signed your text, Tanisha? Who signed her text when I have a text to give her?
Listen, it came around full circle.
Yeah, so
Because she,
but she told me when I dropped out, her and daddy was so mad.
mhm,
And when I enrolled, I was like, I got to show them better than I can tell them because they gonna get me.
that part.
So she was my first client that I booked on the floor. And when I came to get her, of course, me being all dolled up like I always am, not. But me being dolled up, I went to get her and I introduced myself to her as a future professional. And
Mhm.
she said, "This is exactly where you belong." And I just took off running from there. So, thank you, Mom, for all your support and your
Always.
love. And thank you, Tanisha, for your behind the scenes on
You're
everything
welcome.
that you do. Thank you for having me on. Let's answer some of these questions real quick. I can't see who's all on. I heard Lenitra. Hey, Nisha, she has always supported. She follow us everywhere we go. She buys the hair, the everything. And my girl is an author too. So you're gonna have to bring Nisha on. You know she got a book.
Yes, I do. I know. I've been reaching out to her. I'm gonna get with her. Let me see. Do anybody have any questions for Miss Simpson or for me? Let me see if I can go back to the questions. I don't know if they're still on here or not. Let me see.
Yeah, 'cause it's almost 45 minutes, and
Nitra's still on. She said, hey, Nitra.
it's been 44 minutes. That's gonna cost you 44,000 for me and my time. Sister or
Okay,
not, sister or
o-
not,
okay.
I got bills to pay.
Princess said, keep up the good work, sisters. Thank you,
Hey,
Prin.
sister, that's all. That's also our other instructor that put Tanisha through boot camp with me.
Baby, listen, y'all didn't play no games with me. Hey, Deja. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Coach Kirsten.
Hey,
Hey, Whitney. I'm trying to see. Darnisha, hey, thank y'all for joining. I don't know if they're still on or not. But shout out to everybody that joined in and listened to us today. I was just really honored to have my special guest today because it's somebody that's dear to my heart, my baby sister. So
Yeah.
let's see. Hey Paige. Paige said, oh, look at those successful Dixie women.
Hey, Paige.
Angelica Polk said, proud of you both. Thank you.
Hey, girl. She has such a pretty smile. Always
Yes.
have.
Donnie said, y'all twins. He said, if y'all need y'all yard cut, call Dion Simpson today. That's right. Shout my brother out.
Yeah, my baby, y'all, real quick, because it has to keep going. DJ asked me and Dion for a debit card. So, and we're like, what you need a debit card for? He said, to do what teenagers do. And we're like, what's that? He said, I want to buy video games and I want to DoorDash, because y'all know me. My family say that I'm tight with my money, and I am. Um,
Very.
but I'm like, you need some DoorDash money. So this Dion went and bought them some equipment. They have started them a lawn care business. Tanisha has made them a flyer. So you guys make sure if you need your yard cut, book DJ, Big Dion and Drake. And then I think they got their uncles involved, Wallace and Derek too. So
Yeah.
you guys will see the crew. Let them come and cut your yard because I don't have DoorDash money and $70 for a video game because
Listen.
he's blocked. DJ is blocked off of my account because he spent $200 one night, and I was just like, Lord. So yeah, PlayStation and Dion Jr. got me. So please get him some yards. Please guys, come support my baby. But Tanisha, before we go, tell us where we will find you every week and what will you be doing and what's to come.
So right now, every third Tuesday of the month is chatting with Chunn, and that is where I'll be discussing different topics coming from a life coach perspective, and just coming from personal experiences. So I got a lot in store for that. I will have guests on sometimes, but not all the time. So just be prepared for the guests and be prepared for just me. Sometimes me and my husband may come on. Sometimes it may be me and Skyland or Trevon. And shout out to my baby. I'm so proud of him. He passed the CNA exam, so he is certified.
Can I come back on?
Yeah. Now you know you are
Okay.
always welcome. Always.
All
Amina,
right.
say hey, cousin.
Hey,
Amina
cousin.
Allman, say hey. Jaleesa, say hey, ladies. Let me see. Our dad, Green Buford. Hey, he said, "Hello, daughters. Proud of you both. Thank you."
Hey, friend,
So,
beautiful.
Tara is asking, how long did the accreditation process take you for financial aid? You know, that face got ugly.
Ah. The whole entire process you guys have heard it. I've been, I'm like Martin Luther King. I've been having a dream and been doing hair since I was 11. And I will say that Simpson Academy owes me probably about $2 million by
Mhm.
now. The accreditation process is long. Sometimes the days are long, sometimes they fun, sometimes it's not. Um, the accreditation process has been maybe it's going on 4 years now.
It's been, yeah.
It's been a long time, and I get it. It's long, it's costly, and
Mhm.
if it was easy, everybody would be here. But
Everybody would.
again, I'm just honored to count this as a blessing and not count it as a loss. I'm one of those people. I really don't get discouraged. I don't get discouraged. I give myself, I have what we call a 48-hour rule. Tanisha, do you remember what the 48-hour rule is? We
Uh,
got 2 days,
I I think,
2 days to snap out of whatever funk that we
yeah,
in.
and
We
get back
have
in,
two
get back.
and to get back and on the go. We have 2 days to get paperwork done. we have 2 days to answer emails. But
Mhm.
I adopted that because sometimes we can go through life, sometimes we can be needing funding,
It's
and
nice.
it will slow us down if we allow it. So I give myself what I call a 48-hour rule to get my attitude together, to
Mhm.
maybe sit and think and pray before I speak or before I send an email, whatever the case may be. So I give myself no more than 2 days to get everything together, and
2 days.
that is what I believe keeps me going because I came too far to go back. So the accreditation that was 10 years ago on paper. Write a
Mhm.
vision, make it plain, so that I could see to it and run with it. He
Say it
didn't give me
again.
he didn't give me everything in one day, so I had notebooks. I got books. I write everything down. This is one of my favorite scriptures. It says, "For I know the plans that I have for you,"
Mhm.
declares the Lord, "plans to prosper you and to not harm you,
Mhm.
plans to give to you, and plans to give you a good future." That's Jeremiah 29:11. So I stayed on that scripture. I stayed on there. So I knew his plans for me. He was not going to let me fail. It was going to give me hope. And he was going to make sure that I completed everything so that I can prosper for my future. And I stood on that for I don't know how long as I was getting school open. But I know we got to go.
Yes.
Um,
So there is okay, Lenitra, thank you. She said, awesome live, continue to walk in your purpose. Hi, Lindsay. Hey, Holly. Hey, Mackie. How you doing? So Tara's asking, can high school students enroll?
no, no, I'm just joking. Y'all remember earlier one of the questions was, what are your challenges? And I said, people. Sometimes people can be my challenges, but yes, with our program, we have two programs. We have a post-secondary program and we have a secondary program. So I have fought so hard for that secondary program.
Mm-hmm.
And what that is, anyone that is 16 years or older that does not have a high school diploma or a GED, I can enroll you in my program. So, yes, I can have high school students. I have 16-year-olds in my building, all the way up to a 53-year-old. So, um, it's not too late. You're not too young. It's always the perfect time to start with the perfect person.
Mm-hmm.
That's the slogan. Make sure you guys get that and send that back to me
Clock
so I
that.
can so I can.
I do have one more question
Mhm.
that came to mind when you was going over this. So I know you said you are getting accredited for financial to receive financial aid. But what are the other ways? Because there may be some people out there that's like, I don't have the funds to um pay for the program, and if I can't receive financial aid right now. So what are other avenues that
Uh,
they can go look
we
into?
do have a couple of tuition assistant programs that, based off your eligibility, that you will be allowed to utilize. We have scholarships. We have other partners that provide scholarships, and they are all based off of your eligibility. Some things could be if you're a single parent, if you have what we consider a long-term disability, anxiety, high blood pressure. Um, Anything that your doctor have ever diagnosed you with. We do work with the Arkansas Disability Rehab.
Mhm.
We also work with different loan companies that our students can come in and sign up for. Some of them are based off of credit. Some of them you do have to have a co-signer, co-maker. So it's just like financial aid. They do want your parents involved. They do base it off of income. So a lot of different things we do have, and it is based off eligibility. So we go with whatever will work for you at that moment, and we just try to bring in other resources that a student can have to make this journey easy for them because life still happens. I tell people all the time, you're going to be so excited when you start, but when life happens, this
Yes.
is where your challenges begin. The kids, the time, the still need to survive and pay bills. So, our program is strictly for us that still want to be, that still have to work, still have to be moms,
Mhm.
still us that want to go to other schools, because I have students that go through my program in the daytime and they are online at UAPB receiving the accounting degrees, the business degrees, so marketing. So, it goes on and on and on. And, my overall goal is for them to make a career out of this, because again, we
Right.
don't do hobbies. We don't do the hobbies, but we want for them to have the professional longevity of this career that works for me. I've been seeing a lot of people go through social media and they're like, hey guys, that does hair, this is a slow time. It's not. Again, when you in my building, what we watch when we speak. It may be
Mm-hmm.
a slow time for other people, but when you're in here learning hair, skins, and nails and unlimited of services, we don't just do what's trending.
Mm-hmm.
So when it get hot and those lace fronts come up, we know how to braid, we know how to cut, we know how to color, we know how to relax. We relax hair. We still roller set. We do our hair wraps. We do everything. So you're just not coming to Simpson Academy just to learn acrylics and how to do lashes and also how to do the most trending toppings. You're coming in and you're learning how to create a service-based
Mm-hmm.
business for every client that need every type of service. So
Right.
please make sure you follow us on Facebook. I am under Simpson SAC, so Simpson SAC. Again, our website is www.simpsonacademyar.com. And then we also have TikTok and Instagram where we are located under Simpson Academy. Um, Call me if you guys have any questions. Thank you, because Tanisha will be talking all day long.
I will. So again, thank you everybody that tuned in, participated on the live, and just gave us some of your time, even if it was 5 minutes that you tuned in. We do appreciate your views today. So again, this is Janice Simpson, the owner of Simpson Academy of Cosmetology, located in Jacksonville, Arkansas, 501 North First
Lord
Street.
safety.
Okay, Jacksonville, Arkansas. We will drop the link to the website. We will drop her social media handles and drop all that information for anybody that is
Oh,
interested. Thank you, Daddy.
what they say, thank you, chat. Thank you for the W chat.
Daddy said great job. So
Thank you.
we thank you all again for tuning in. If you are just now tuning in, I'm going to end the live and you can catch the replay because the live will be up. Thank you so much, Miss
Thank
Simpson. I
you.
appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank
And we
you.
are out, y'all. See y'all
Bye.
next month, okay? For the
Bye.
chatting with Chunn. It'll be next month. But if you have any questions about that and want to get on the live and showcase your business or your brand, make sure you inbox me or you can email me at lifecoachon10@gmail.com. And I'll drop the information. Thank y'all again for viewing. Y'all have a good rest of your evening.